All right, I thought I'd come on here for a little bit and see if anybody had any questions and just share with you guys some of my takeaways from what I've been going through this week. So, first of all, before I do that, where are you guys on your homework? How's it going? I've decided for the time being, I'm not gonna put videos out on the weekend to give people a chance to do their homework and catch up and really do this thing. Because if there's one thing for sure I've learned during this is you've got to dig in and do the work. And we're always going to go through levels and layers of this, but don't miss your opportunity. I'd really like you guys to be able to start showing up here with me and having conversations with me and giving me feedback to what's going on with you, what you're doing, what you're working on, what you're struggling with, what you're breaking through on. Having more conversations live with me, and I want to be able to do live coaching sessions. So if I come on live and you want to coach or talk about something, I'd love for you guys to come on here with me and just say, hey, I want to talk, and then I'll bring you on live and we can talk through any of your stuff. So, but we probably need to put some stuff on the calendar and schedule it out, and I want to do one live Zoom coaching with everybody. So I'm going to put that on the calendar for everybody to join in as well. Still feel free to invite your friends in, let them participate and support you, and you can participate with them and support them on their goals for this year. I just really want this to be a transformational year for everybody. We got to take control of our lives and our future. Nothing's going to change if we don't change. The government's not going to show up to save us. We have to take control. We have to take emotional control, financial control, nutritional control, physical control. We have to take control of the things that we have power to control so that we can do everything that we can to take care of ourselves and our families and really break through. I heard a statistic today that said 98% of people die with unfulfilled dreams. That's sad to me. If you have desires and dreams and visions in your heart, do you want to die with them unrealized? And don't you want to know what you are really about, what your values are, what matters to you, and why you want to do the things that you do? I mean, I do. That's why I'm here, and so I'm assuming you do too, because I'm guessing that people come to something like Crushing 2021 because they want to do something with that. So, okay, so here's what I've learned this week. I've become very, very, very aware of what it looks like to avoid, change the way I feel, sabotage, and have my inner desires not match up with my outer reality and what it feels like to come up against that resistance and push through and break through to get to the other side. And that's going to vary on levels. No matter what the change is, you're going to have some of that. I've learned that there's a period where you lay down that line and you say, I will not fill in the blank. I will not have to say no because of money anymore. I will not have to worry if I'm going to wake up tomorrow anymore. I will not show up at my next class reunion and feel fat and frumpy anymore. There's always a dividing line in the sand that you make a proclamation with an I will not. And when you get to a place where you have that powerful soul rendering movement is when great change really happens. So there's that. Let's see, what else have I learned this week? I've learned that resistance is a good thing and you want to press into it. I've learned that when we think we can't is when we must, if we want to change something. I mean, look, it's okay to sit and be complacent and be exactly where you are. And I want to also acknowledge that there's a difference between being grateful and happy and complacent. You can be grateful and happy and still want to become more. And ultimately, guys, this is what this is about. It's about becoming more. It's not about having more. It's not about being skinnier. It's not about, what are your goals? It's not about that. It's about who you actually become in this process. Because if you are going to really make a change that's going to last and a breakthrough that's going to last, and that's going to come and go on levels too. So I'll come back to that. But you're going to have to change who you are because your outer reality can only exist and coexist with your inner conception of who you are. Those two have to match up. So anytime you want an external breakthrough, you have to make an internal breakthrough to make that happen. What else have I learned? So I've learned to identify those behaviors, but I've also learned to navigate around them, push past them, press through them. And one of the things that has become apparent to me is the first thing I have to ask myself is what the payoff's going to be. If I do this, what will I get? And if I don't do this, what will I get? If I don't do this, am I going to be happy with myself? Am I going to be proud? Am I going to have the success I want? Am I going to have the dream I want? Am I going to have the body I want? Am I going to have the health I want? Am I going to have the relationship I want? If not, then what am I going to gain by doing this? And becoming very clear on that is going to be a huge piece of moving forward from now on. But what I've also learned is that when you make that shift, although here's what I was going to talk to you about next, that shift at first may seem like you kind of go like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and that's normal. It's you continuing to rewire your brain and press through the new reality of who you are. And even if you've made that declaration, you'll have moments where you question yourself or you think, ooh, when I felt like this, cheesecake was always a really good idea. I don't know why I use cheesecake or carrot cake because I don't even like those, but you'll think that for a second and then you'll remind yourself. But if I eat that cheesecake, I'm gonna go back to that feeling that way that I did when I make that proclamation in the first place, when I said, I'm not gonna die at 60 like my mother did. And there's something so powerful about just making that proclamation and starting to change that inner and outer conception so that they match. So you'll be able to have the conversation with yourself. And even if one day, so here's the big thing, even if one day you eat the cheesecake, that doesn't mean you throw it all in the trash. That means you made a decision in that moment based on some behaviors that were normal to you and who you used to be, and you can recheck it and go, you know what, I made that decision, but if I keep making that decision, it's going to take me back to that place where I didn't want to be, that looked like this. And if I choose not to eat that, I'm going to go to this place, which is the place that I am proclaiming that I'm going to be now. So let's see, is there anything else? Let me see if I have any notes here. Ooh, I already knew I played it safe, but I have watched myself continue to play it safe. Like, okay, I'll stretch myself this much, but I'm going to play it safe. Like, I'll do this, but I'll do it safe, the safest place in that space. So, I'm trying to think of an example, because mine are really business examples, and I don't know that they apply 100% to you, or if I can make them apply to everybody. So I'll just share my business ones. So if I am stretching myself and being a little bit more bold and sharing my heart and my passion and my vision for my business with people, the reason I'm doing that, well, the first reason is because I want to change the trajectory of my family's history. I want to hone a new path. That's my bigger reason. But then the part that makes me do it right this second is that if I share that with somebody, I'm giving them the capability to help me help more people, because now they know my heart, my passion, and what I'm looking to do and where I'm looking to go. And then that helps them understand me more so that they can help me more. But I may choose to stretch myself and share that with somebody who I wouldn't normally have shared that, but I still share it with a safer person inside here, which is fine. But I can't just I can go, oh, I've stretched myself, but I'm still a little bit safe in here. But eventually I have to stretch myself some more and go out of this safe place to keep growing. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of, people to have conversations with if I'm only trying to have conversations with people who are really safe. So, and then I've also learned that there's a way to have conversations with people who really aren't safe to make it still safe. So that's just kind of from a personal perspective. The safe is all relative. It's all in the reality that you create in the conversation that you're having. What is not safe for me is to not change the trajectory of my children and my grandchildren's lives by making breakthroughs so that they can see and envision choices for themselves, so that they don't get caught and stuck in situations that aren't good for them. That they can see that breakthroughs can happen. They can see that it doesn't matter where you come from or how far down you go, you can change your life. And the more like immediate reason is because people need my message. People need what I have to share with them, and it would be selfish of me not to make sure that I break through my own limiting beliefs to help more people. Because somebody out there is praying for the exact vision and heart that I have to offer. So I guess that's it, guys. I wanted to share this with you here. Let me know if you like being like the idea of going on here live, like the idea of coaching with me, because I'd love for you guys to show up. So if you want to do this, let me know. Drop it down below with a big, big red heart. If you're not that interested, it's okay too. I don't have to come in here and share. I can just keep dropping videos down. If you like the idea of doing some coaching live inside here and or on Zoom, drop a big yellow heart down below so I can see, yes, I want to do more in depth. And if you guys are engaged and liking what we're doing here, I'd sure love some feedback. So I would like a pretty pink heart down below, just saying you're enjoying this, you're here on some level, and you're going to continue participating. Thank you guys. Love you all. Keep crushing it in 2021.